Some of the heaviest burdens we carry were never ours to begin with. We pick them up because we love someone. We tell ourselves, if I just try a little harder, maybe I can fix this. But there's a difference between helping someone carry a load and trying to carry their entire life. Welcome back to Phoenix Fortis. I'm your host, Diane. Every week, we gather here to remind each other that resilience isn't about pretending life isn't hard. It's about learning how to carry what matters and finding the courage to set down what doesn't. Today's letter comes from someone who's exhausted, not because life has been cruel, because they've been carrying more than any one person was ever meant to. Let's read it together. Dear Diane, my younger brother has always struggled. Every time he starts getting his life together, something happens. He loses another job, misses another payment, makes another bad decision. When that happens, everyone looks at me. My parents expect me to help. My friends tell me it's time to walk away, but I keep stepping in. I loan him money. I spend weekends fixing problems he created. I answer phone calls at all hours because I'm afraid of what might happen if I don't. The strange part is, I'm exhausted. Not because I don't love him, because I do. How do you know when helping someone becomes something unhealthy? Signed, Amanda. Thank you for your letter, Amanda. And before I say anything else, I want you to know that the exhaustion you described is real. You are not imagining it, and you are not the only one feeling it. There are people listening right now who love someone the way you love your brother, and who are so tired they can barely say it out loud. I want to tell you a story. Imagine a gardener. Every morning before the sun comes up, she walks outside with a watering can. She tends her vegetables, her flowers, the little fruit trees she planted years ago. One morning, she notices her neighbor's garden is struggling, so she walks over and helps. The next day, another neighbor asks for help. Then another. Soon she's spending hours every day watering everyone else's gardens. Weeks pass. One morning she finally looks back at her own yard. The flowers are drooping. The vegetables are struggling. The fruit trees haven't been watered in days, not because she stopped caring. Because she cared so much about everyone else, she forgot she'd been given a garden of her own. I think a lot of us live like that. We confuse love with responsibility. We believe that if someone we care about is hurting, then it must somehow become our job to fix everything. And Amanda, you are standing in the middle of a lot of voices. Your parents, who look at you first because you're the one who always says yes. Your friends, who tell you to walk away. And underneath all of it, the quietest voice of all. If I don't, who will? That question is the heaviest thing you're carrying. Heavier than the money. Heavier than the weekends. But here's the truth. Helping someone stand is an act of love. Carrying them forever isn't. Eventually, compassion without boundaries becomes exhaustion. And exhaustion has a way of turning kindness into resentment. Not because you're selfish, because you're human. You asked how you know when helping becomes something unhealthy. I don't think it's about how much you give. I think it's about what your giving is producing. So ask yourself this. Is my help making him more capable or more comfortable? Does he come to me after he's tried or instead of trying? Am I solving problems he has never once had to sit with? Those questions aren't cruel, they're clarifying. Now, before someone misunderstands me, setting a boundary is not abandoning your brother. It is not giving up on him. It's refusing to be the reason he never finds out what he's capable of. You can love someone completely and still say, "Not this time." Those two things have always been able to live together. We say you can't pour from an empty cup. That's true, but it isn't the whole story. The problem isn't only that you run out. It's that when you carry everything, he never gets to discover he could have carried some of it himself. There's another lesson hidden here. People don't grow stronger because someone else carries every challenge for them. They grow stronger because someone believes they can carry it themselves. Sometimes the most loving thing you can say isn't, "I'll do it for you." Sometimes it's, "I know you can do this, and I'll be right here cheering you on." That's still love. It just leaves room for growth. Amanda, let me ask you one thing. When was the last time someone watered your garden? Not your brother's, yours. If you can't remember, that isn't a sign you've failed anyone. It's a sign it's your turn. This week, I want you to ask yourself one question. What burden am I carrying that doesn't actually belong to me? Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's someone else's choices. Maybe it's the impossible expectation that you can save everyone. You can't. None of us can. But you can love. You can encourage. You can support. And sometimes you can step back far enough for someone else to discover just how strong they've always been. If this message found you today, maybe you've been carrying a weight that's slowly been stealing your joy. Maybe you've mistaken exhaustion for love. Maybe you've forgotten that caring for yourself isn't abandoning the people around you. It's making sure you still have something left to give tomorrow. Love doesn't require you to lose yourself. Real love helps people grow, including you. Thank you for spending a little time with me today. If someone came to mind while you were listening, consider sharing this episode with them. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give another person isn't advice. It's the reminder that they aren't walking alone. Until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And as always, keep rising.